In this first video, we're going to calculate the net present value of this specific capital investment. We can see that the initial investment was $350,000 and then generated cash flows in year one for $45,000, $65,000 in year two, $65,000 in year three, and then $440,000 in year four. And the required return is 15%, and everything requires a 3.5-year payback period. So we're going to determine using the BA2 Plus calculator what the net present value is of this particular investment. So to begin, after we turn our calculator on, we really want to make sure that we clear all the previous calculations. So I'll select the CF cash flow button first, and you can see I've got some information there. We want to clear that out. So we do that by hitting the second key, and then down at the bottom right hand corner we'll hit the clear key. And now that should be nice and clean, so we can see our initial investment is now at zero. So again, our initial investment was $350,000. We'll key in 350. Okay, and then down at the bottom here we will select a plus minus key because it was an investment is cash going out. Then we will select the enter key and our down arrow key right over here, just to the left of the on off. Now our cash flow for period one, so we recall, was $45,000. So we'll key in 45,000. And we will select enter here. And then next we'll hit this down arrow key just to the left of the on off. And the frequency of this cash flow is 1 period, so we'll leave it as is, and we'll hit enter again. And we'll select the down arrow key again. Our cash flow for period two was $65,000. So for period two, we'll key in our 65,000. We will select enter and our down arrow key. Again, we have a frequency period of 1, so we will hit enter again and the down arrow to go to period 3. Our cash flow period in year 3 was also $65,000. So again, we will enter 65,000. Enter and the down arrow key. Frequency of this cash flow is 1 period. So it's like enter and arrow down, and our final cash flow was in period 4 of $440,000. So we'll key in 440,000, enter, and we'll select the down arrow key. Again, this is for 1 period, so we'll select enter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select our NPV, our net present value button, which is right here. We'll select NPV, and now we've got our I for our required rate of return. In this problem, our required rate of return was 15%, so we'll hit 15, 1.5, then select enter, okay, and then select your down arrow key. And you should now see NPV equals 0. And all we want to do, our last step, is we want to go over here to the CPT button, which stands for compute. We'll select compute, and we can see from this project, we have a net present value of $32,589.76. And as you know, any investment that gives us a positive net value, the decision criteria is to accept it. Hope you found this helpful, and we will continue on with some more tutorials on the calculator.